Here we go again. Jenna. Stuck here. Another lonely day where I'm stuck with you.
I mean,
No guess.
it's the other way around.
Oh, I bet. Whose name comes first?
Who's older?
So.
Who's better? Me.
Do you know what that means? That means you're gonna die first.
That's not necessarily true.
Of course it's true. Believe me, it is much more likely. That you cannot deny.
I don't think I'm gonna die from old age.
You are much more. You know.
I think
you're
I'm gonna
die by, like, skydiving.
Yeah.
Your shoe's not gonna pull. But what would you do if that happens?
What?
If you went skydiving and your shoe is like stuck in a jam? What do you do?
Probably think of all my loved ones. No, I'm just kidding. I would probably
Motley
say,
Crue lyrics
screw
at the
it.
very end.
Sing Sweet Home Alabama. No, I'd sing Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Oh, that is so boring. No, if you're gonna go out, you gotta go have fun. I'm telling you, Motley Crue is the way to go. Okay, what's the difference? Would you rather have people crying as you were lowered into the casket?
No!
By playing some boring Bob Dylan song? I called Bob Dylan boring, I just did that.
At least it's not... I want to be lowered down to a Nickelback song.
but like a deep... How you remind me.
I want to be lowered down to Teen Spirit.
Teen Spirit would be so boring. Because, you know what I picked?
What?
I picked Kickstart My Heart.
How does that go again?
The Motley Crue song.
Oh.
But I want specifically the live version from, like, a few years ago where Vince Neil is really fat and he can't pronounce the words.
I've never related to something that you've ever said in my life.
Because he's out of breath, like, in the middle of it. Don't search it up because you'll get copyrighted. Look it up afterwards. But it's like he's like out of breath and he's like, man, and he can't get the words out. It's hilarious. And instead of saying my heart, he says my honk. Sounds like that.
Why would that be something that I would do?
That's
my stutter? I'd have to go to speech therapy right in the middle of a concert.
He's like, hold on, my speech teacher's here.
Wait, did we ever talk about that in a podcast? I think it was in the first one that never went up.
Just don't worry about it. It will come up at some later date, I'm sure. But, so there was, you said that you had something you were saving. You never told me it.
Yes, I did. It was, when I was at the beach.
Oh, no.
So, I go to the beach,
like,
at least once a month. And this particular time, my dad thought it was a good idea to bring an inner tube.
A what?
Like an inner tube. You know when you're at Raging Waters and you're like the wave pool?
I've never been to Raging Waters.
Seriously? I'm not white either, but I've been.
That's hard to
so
disagree.
Fun. It's so fun. One time my brother, when he was like 4, he got lost at Raging Waters. And like
I don't know
my parents left him. They're like, "Oh shit."
Is that like
the baby?
Is that like some like Great Wolf Lodge? Is it like that?
Me neither. But imagine that, but like how would you describe Raging Waters, Sean? Like the bootleg version of like any water park ever?
It's like a place
so
that's
like
a river of pee. I
Yeah, there's a lot of baby pee there. It's kind of gross.
So like,
And there's so many
so
bees.
like the Walmart of Great Wolf Lodge.
Yes.
That's like the white one.
Yeah, Great Wolf Lodge is like very like white people.
And
I'm not trying to be racist.
And very like church.
Yes.
I feel like that's like. I feel like people who go to church vacations, like those events that they host at like different places for churches. I feel like
It's a
Great
Great
Wolf
Wolf
Lodge would
Lodge.
be one of
No,
those
this
places.
is like if a bunch of like Florida families went to go to a water park.
But like,
It's fun.
were they being like?
It's like comparing Knott's
they're like
to
alcoholic
Disneyland.
parents that like are very, very more focused on partying than their children.
Yes, that's why I love it there. It's one of my favorite water parks ever. It's so
That's
fun.
What I'm afraid of. That's one place we can't go.
Why?
Did you just hear yourself?
That's what makes it fun. Stop being a party pooper.
You said baby pee.
Listen, it's fun.
That is so gross. No.
I think it's fun.
I'll
as a child, I've never been to Legoland.
Neither have I.
It seems kind of fun. I love Legos.
No, you know what doesn't sound fun? Legoland looks fun in the commercials, but then you get there and there's like lines and stuff, and it's like 800 degrees. It was 117 degrees like 2 days ago.
Right, that's the day that I wasn't here. Thank God.
I have never. I didn't go outside because I was afraid. Literally, I was afraid to go outside because I thought it was going to be too hot. I've never been outside in like 105 plus.
Seriously?
Maybe even 102 plus. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't do it. I sit inside with AC, and that's fine.
I'm always
that's
outside.
Fine with me. No, 117 is too hot.
One time, we took my dogs out on a run. And it was like 107, I think. But the time we left, it wasn't 100. But as soon as we got home, it was absolutely terrible.
It can only be so bad.
Like, I almost had to like carry my dog on my back, and he's like 60 pounds.
Why did you have to carry him back?
Because I didn't want him to burn his paws, and he was like taking like a lot of breaks and stuff, like in the shade, which I don't blame him. But I just felt really bad for him. And my brother refused to bring him water.
Why?
I don't know, because he's lazy.
So?
I know. We were only like half a mile from my house, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I can drive. Not walking half a mile in 100 plus degree weather. I'm not walking half a mile in normal weather. What makes you think I'm gonna do it in 100 plus?
I don't know.
So with just about everywhere in the country with school starting, I think the best we talk about some back to school tips.
Literally no.
You've got this. Set a sleep schedule, not me.
I don't have a sleep
organized,
schedule.
Not me either.
Oh my gosh! Okay. So you know how people?
Breaks, I don't do that.
You know how?
Plan healthy snacks.
Oh my God! Can you shut up? Can you shut up?
Make new friends.
Literally shut up. Thank you. I don't have Zoom class.
See how mean she is? This is so rude. So rude of you. They're hold on. They're boycotting Mulan?
No, they're not.
No, I have to see this. Okay, Disney's live-action Mulan remake was partly filmed in Xinjiang, where Uyghur Muslims are being detained. Wait, what? Disney's Mulan was filmed in Xinjiang amid cultural genocide. More and more having to have conversations with children about why we're canceling subscriptions and boycotting certain movies that should be innocent. If you are paying $35 a month for Mulan, why do you even? Who is trusting you with a credit card?
Honestly,
$35 a month for
save
one
your
movie.
money. Save your
And
money
it's
for the
Mulan.
end of October.
It had a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Save your money until the end of October. That's when Mandalorian's coming out, and I'm literally so excited. I have the biggest
No, we
crush
have
on
to
him.
boycott Disney Plus now.
No. I need to watch season 2.
It's amid the culture.
No, I need to watch season 2.
You are canceled.
How am I canceled? I just want to watch Star Wars.
Yeah, but you have to be an activist, or you're not.
That's not. That is literally not being an activist. Man.
That is true. It is true. You have to be an activist. We are boycotting Mulan now. It costs so. Who is paying? Because okay, so you take. Let's search it up. How much does Disney Plus's Premier Access cost? Search it up. Because.
What was your question?
Hold on, I got it. So let's see here. Premier Access.
Tab.
$29. Okay, hold on. It is $29.99. $29.99 on top of the $6.99 fee. So I just want to let you know that is $37 a month to watch Mulan.
It's not worth it. If you want to watch a movie that bad, go watch it in theaters.
$37. Who is dishing out that much for Mulan?
I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say names.
Because, do you know anyone who is dishing out $37?
I know one. She would definitely do it again. Play it during class.
Oh, her. $37 a month for Mulan.
She'd do it.
And it's not like it's like an amazing movie. It has a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. You cannot tell me that is a good movie.
Listen, just watch the animated version.
I'm sure
just
there
watch
are a
the
lot
animated
of good
version.
movies.
It's a lot better. You know, it makes you
and
cry.
It's not racist or something. What are they saying? It's racist against Muslims. There you go. Why is it $37?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I
What's so
literally
special
don't
about the
know.
movie? Like it doesn't make sense to me why it costs $37. Cannot be that good.
It doesn't. Does it have like Shang in it?
I don't know who Shang is.
The warrior guy.
The let's get down to business.
Yeah.
The Huns. Yeah, it has all of them except Mushu. Mushu's not in it apparently.
And the cricket?
She's not in it either.
Hell no. The cricket's my favorite character. That or the grandma.
But how can you? But why would you ever want to dish out $37 a month for a movie that has a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes? I cannot get over that. Because it is not worth $37 a month. If it's just a one-time fee, still not worth it at all. If you want to see it that bad, go risk getting Corona and spend 50 cents at the movie theater.
I'm honestly down.
I'm not. You want to wear a mask while you eat popcorn?
I think the last time I went to the movie theater was watching The Rise of Skywalker.
Not that movie. Let's just move on from that topic because
No. I wanna. In the moment, I thought it was okay. You know. But like, it made me cry. I'm not gonna cry. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It made me cry.
If you reflect back on it, it was so stupid, and I knew. I had a feeling just walking there from the absolute abomination that was the movie before that. I forget what it was called. It was so boring. Before that, I have low expectations.
Wait, which one was the first one in the trilogy? I don't even remember this trilogy.
The Force Awakens.
I feel like that one was the best one. After that, it just went downhill.
It was. I mean, just the whole thing behind like these new characters. Like, I get like the actors are old, but I don't like them. They could have just ended this series at like the 6th one, because no one needed these last three movies were something else.
Why don't they just make a movie about Mandalorian? That is a movie that I will watch.
This is a hot take. I don't think Mandalorian is as amazing as everyone's saying. Okay, here's the thing. I watched so many.
I just think he's really hot.
Oh Jesus! That is not an excuse. That is like me saying I enjoy Cardi B WAP because of what happens to it on TikTok. I won't deny that I enjoy those TikTok videos, but I am not going to come out and say I enjoy the song WAP.
I kind of like the song WAP too.
WAP
I like the
good.
song WAP because it's one of those songs that you just know every single one of the words.
I know none of the words. Have you read the lyrics?
Yes. I know all the words. Don't say the N-word. Unless...
You know... Oh, wow. That just... My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. That is just so bad. It is one of the worst songs I honestly think I've ever heard.
I think the worst song I ever heard
was WAP by Cardi B. No, honestly, I think
let's look at my
anything that has Cardi B's name on it is just horrible. Just
I need to look at my liked
terrible.
playlist.
She said that she only did it for money. There's literally an interview where she says it, and you are going to say that she has talent. She's only here for one thing. And I will give her props for at least admitting that, but that is not a good reason to go into something like music. Because you were putting trash out there, and everyone else has to suffer for it. Because every time you listen to a Cardi B song, you lose 10 brain cells.
Then I have negative.
So you're just going down there.
I don't know. I shouldn't be looking at my liked playlist for the worst songs.
Another band I wasn't really fond of was System of a Down.
I love System. I literally love System. How could you say that?
I just can't stand them. They're very different. I respect what they're doing, but I like a few of their songs. Don't get me wrong. I think Spiders is probably my favorite song of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot of their stuff is kind of weird. I'm just gonna. It arose during the whole '90s nu metal thing, and it is no secret. I cannot stand nu metal. Don't like Korn. Don't like.
We have very different tastes in music because I like Korn.
I think Korn has a few decent songs.
I was about to do Down with the Sickness. Wrong band.
That's Disturbed.
Yeah. I listened to Disturbed in elementary school.
Okay. And I don't think everything that came out from the '90s was horrible. I just think the whole nu metal scene is horrible because it's very because there aren't I guess you could say nu metal bands that I enjoy. I enjoy Slipknot a little bit.
Okay.
It's not always, to be honest. Evanescence is another one that came out of there. That was good. I think the whole album, Follow the Leader, I think that was great. That's the only thing I can really listen to by them. Deftones, of course, I love Deftones a lot. But there's people like Mudvayne and Shinedown that I'm not just so hooked on.
Speaking of new music, do you like Greta Van Fleet? Do you know who that is?
I know who Greta Van Fleet is.
I like Greta.
They're very... We'll say that they're... How would I put it?
They're the new generation, They're it's like...
No, you know what they are? They're very influenced by certain band. We're not going to say the band's name.
Why?
We're just not going to. The listeners can find it for themselves if they're that interested.
I could play it right now.
If you search up Greta Van Fleet, and you click on the first thing you see, tell me what band you think that reminds you of, because I guarantee you've heard of them. Everyone has. Even like the trap, or even like the trap rap people that enjoy that kind of stuff, even they know who they are.
Why don't you want to say the name? It's literally like...
Don't say it. They have to find out on their own. But they're very influenced by a certain band. Sound awfully familiar. And
let me play you a sample. I'm just gonna play like a 5-second sample.
No, you cannot. No, if you do that, we have to cancel this whole thing. We cannot do that. You will get copyright stricken, and the channel will be deleted. That's how it works.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. YouTube.
So, you know, they're very influenced by a certain sound. A sound that I happen to enjoy
is Led Zeppelin. Oh shit.
They had an album that came out a couple years ago, I think. Not their first one, but their one after that. Or no, I think it was something. They came out with something. It was very different. It was very hippie, and I did not like it at all.
What was it? Flower Power? Was it the song Flower Power?
Yes.
I love that song.
It is so hippie.
Exactly.
And you say you're not a hippie.
Who said I wasn't a hippie?
Then
Listen,
you're a hipster.
I'm not. My gosh. I'm literally.
A hippie is just a hipster taken to the next level.
No. Oh my gosh. I'm literally not. Who is texting
If you are
me?
a hippie, you are a hipster. If you are a hipster, you're not a hippie. But you are one of those. I'm not
literally
sure.
How?
You just said that you enjoy Flower Power.
It's a good song!
It's very hipster.
Okay, that doesn't make someone a hipster.
Do you enjoy... What was his... Rex Orange...
Shut up! Shut up!
Orange something. I forget what it
County.
Is. That did not help you at all. You cannot deny that he is hipster.
You're just jealous. You're just... Okay, then what are you?
Not a hipster.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, you can tell that. I'm alt.
If you didn't know,
I don't know.
If you didn't know, Seth and I are complete opposites. Yeah. I bet you could tell just from like the way we talk.
Well, look at the difference in the pictures.
Who is that? Is that you know what that looks like?
From a show.
Oh, I was gonna say something completely different.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I forgot his name. John Wick.
Huh? That does not look anything like Keanu Reeves. That is nowhere close near resembling Keanu Reeves or anyone.
I can't see it. It's too far away.
How does that look? He doesn't even smoke.
I don't know. People could change.
Where did you even? What?
I think it's the forehead.
What? Wow, that is. I should just hang up at this point. That was. I will like. There are certain things that I don't let you live down. I will never. That is one of them. The forehead.
I don't know. I didn't.
This guy is bald.
Anyways, if you could be a character in any universe, it could be Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Star Trek. Nobody likes Star Trek. You know what? Let's bring games into this too. For example, Apex or I don't know, Fallout. What would you choose?
Any character?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a question that I don't even know how to answer.
I think I have a few answers, but I don't want to give them away because I might not think that I want to stick with that.
That's fine. My opinion changes like every day.
So I'll say right now in this very moment, I want the I don't know. No, I got it. Kratos from God of War. But not the new God of War, the really old ones. The ones on like
I've
the
never
PlayStation
played
2,
that game.
PlayStation 3.
Like I've seen some stuff about it like a long time ago, but I don't remember
old
anything
Kratos
about it.
when he like killed gods and stuff, and not like before he had a son, and before the beard too.
Let me look this up.
Like God of War 2, God of War 3. That's the Kratos.
How do you spell his name? Oh, this guy! He kind of looks like Darth Maul.
If you've played the games, then you know why.
You know what the guy that kind of looked like Gandalf? He kind of looks like the main guy from Wizarding 101.
Huh?
The guy with like the white hair and the white beard.
In God of War?
Yeah, in God of War 2.
Are you comparing him to Gandalf?
He looks like Gandalf!
He does not look like Gandalf.
What do you mean? He looks exactly like Gandalf. No, not exactly.
No. How do you even draw that conclusion?
I think it's the hair and the beard.
Are we looking at the same person?
I don't know, are we? This looks like a cool game. This looks like if Doom was super old and medieval. If Doom was in D&D, this is what it would be.
What? I don't know what heroin you took, but you need to lay off of it.
If I were to be a character in a game, it'd either have to be someone from Borderlands.
Why?
Because Borderlands is a really fun game.
It's fun. None of the characters are really that important.
Exactly. And he left again.
What? What is it? That doesn't even make sense.
Like, what do you mean it doesn't make sense? Like, if I were to be, like, my own character and, like, build up my own stats and, like, I'd want it to be...
That's not... It needs to be a pre-made character.
It needs to be a pre-made character?
Like, one character that's already has been established in the story. It's not
That's
one
hard.
where you create your own.
That's really hard.
And I got it from a movie. I know which one it would want from a movie.
From a movie?
From a movie, I know which one I want.
This is really difficult.
I want the Honda Accord from Cars 3. The yoga instructor. If you ever saw the movie, the one that wins the race against the Bugatti.
I literally didn't watch that movie, but all I heard was yoga instructor, and now I can't picture.
No, it's a yoga instructor that's like a Honda Accord.
Why is there yoga as a car? What do you do? Gonna put your windshield wipers up and down?
All that.
Gonna run your tires? Make some donuts? Is that yoga?
Yes. You can't show movie clips.
Why would I do that? No.
People are setting GoFundMe's for a gaming setup.
That was me.
Why? Please don't. If I ever set up one, or if you see someone else, please do not donate it, because there are people who need hospital bills and they put their stuff on GoFundMe. Someone's dream PC is not as important.
That's really hard. I'm still thinking about, like, it has to be a generated character already in the story.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd say so.
Yeah. Can it be like gender bend? Because, like, I know some really badass characters, but they're guys.
So,
like, I'd have to be a guy?
Yes.
I don't want to be a guy. God damn it, this is so hard. I'd want to be Wario. No.
But I hate to. I just want to congratulate you and say, if you want to be Wario, you've already. I can't. I cannot go through with that.
Don't do it. Don't.
That would just be a bit too much.
Yeah. I know what you're gonna say. You bitch. Did you know that Seth's mom calls him a bitch?
Why? I still don't know, but it happened.
Yeah, it's so funny. I love your mom. Can we have your mom on the podcast?
No.
And then we could have my mom on the podcast?
No.
And they could talk about mom things? I don't know.
No.
Why?
That is the worst idea you've ever had. I don't think you've had an idea that worse or that bad. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Movie-wise, I'd be Harriet Tubman.
You can't do that.
I don't mean to disrespect Harriet Tubman. I love you, Harriet Tubman. You did amazing things. You are an amazing woman. I trained my life for Pakistan.
I don't know if you know this, but Harriet Tubman's dead.
I know, but she did amazing things.
That's fine, but she's dead, so you thanking her now isn't gonna do any good.
People could say that about me when I'm dead. I wonder what people are. I literally wonder what people are gonna say of me when I'm dead.
She lied, Genesis Narrows. She died in a boating accident.
Boating?
How you might ask. She fell into the water because she saw a dolphin and she wanted an Instagram picture.
Like in Minecraft?
She was a kind and gentle soul, yet we aren't so sure she was all that smart. She ran a semi-successful podcast to a small audience. They got no sponsorships and they wanted one from LaCroix.
No.
Do it. Here lies Genesis Narrows.
No, honestly, if like I die and nobody makes fun of me, I'm gonna be hella pissed.
That's not a good thing.
No, because like that's what I would do. to myself. So, if someone could do it for me.
What would they say about me? I wonder.
Can I talk at your funeral, Seth?
No, because you'll be long gone.
You think I'm gonna die before you?
Yes.
Okay, when do you think, how old do you think you're gonna be when you die?
80 something.
If I live till I'm 80, oh my gosh. If I'm in an old person home, I'm gonna be pranking everybody. The nurses are gonna be like, oh no, she's out again. She woke up. Gosh.
You have like some old lady named like Jenny. Or Janine. Janine's at it again. Classic Janine.
Classic Janine. Always trying to get drunk at the
Even though she knows her blood alcohol levels cannot handle it, she'll be dead.
Oh,
Silly
just let her
Janine.
drink. If I were a grandma, I'd be such a fun grandma.
You would be a horrible grandma.
What? No.
Yes.
How?
You would tell your kid, or you would tell your grandchildren that there are things that you would tell them things that a grandma should not tell them.
I'm telling them to warn them, so when they get in that situation,
what kind of drugs you've done.
That I'd tell them, you know,
Heroin.
just so like they know the effects and why not to do it, or the safe drugs that you take in moderation, so when they do it, they don't make an ass of themselves. That's a great grandma.
Shouldn't you try and stop them from doing them?
It depends which one.
Meth.
Yeah, don't do that. No.
Crack.
What is this, Breaking Bad?
Crack.
Crack? No, you literally are born with one. Don't do it.
What? I don't even... I got it. My personal favorite. And everyone else's favorite at home as well. Heroin.
No.
Apparently at a certain school near us, there were, a string, and I think it was more than just here, it was mainly everywhere. In 2015, there were, like, a string of, like, Asian Americans that, overdosed on, just take a guess on what do you think they overdosed on?
Was it heroin?
Asian Americans. I swear it was... Just guess.
I don't know. I'm bad at these types of things.
Just throw a name out there. Don't say heroin, don't say crack, don't say meth. Don't say coke either, it wasn't that. Don't say it was acid.
I don't think anybody's, like, has the money for that. Anyway, acid?
No. So, to help study for their finals, they took ADHD medicine, also known as Adderall. They took drugs to help them study. I kid you not.
Literally, you do drugs to get away from studying. Why would you?
They took them to study.
Did it work though?
They overdosed and they died.
Oh.
So I guess you could say they got an A+.
That's one way. I'm just kidding. Don't be like Demi Lovato. Please don't OD.
You cannot say that.
We love you, Demi.
I don't.
I love you, Demi.
Why?
She's beautiful and...
yeah, there's that, but what about her music?
I like her music.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Did you, I don't know, you know what, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just throwing it out there. You're gonna bully me. When I was little.
Like I don't already.
Oh, yeah, but you're actually gonna be like. Anyway, when I was really little, like, I think in, like, first grade, my favorite show ever was Shake It Up, okay? If you know what that is, it's on Disney Channel.
Oh.
It was my favorite thing in the whole world, and I was like, my mom's like, okay, Jenna, your birthday's coming up. What do you want? I was,
Oh God. Put it out there on the internet forever.
Yeah, just do it. I don't really care. I was like, I want a Shake It Up birthday party.
Ooh.
And my mom was like, okay. So I had a Shake It Up birthday party. And I had the time of my life. I was like 6.
How does that work? Though? Were there like posters of the characters or
I don't
like
know.
a cake
I don't
about
remember.
it?
I literally don't remember. All I remember is having to connect.
What?
You know
Like
what Connect? Those super old
I
motion
know what a
cap.
Kinect
Yeah.
is. They released them for the Xbox, but they completely flopped.
Of course they did. It's a Connect.
No one buys them anymore. They were cool for the 360 when they were new, but now it's like, how are you gonna want to go back to Kinect when you had VR?
Exactly. You know.
That is
Then
like
again,
a whole nother
VR is very expensive.
thing. Yeah, VR is much cooler.
I wouldn't buy a VR with my own money. At least not right now.
I've only played VR like twice, maybe.
Okay, I played VR. FNAF. That's the most scariest thing I've ever been through.
I did the job simulator.
Oh. That's kind of freaky too if you mess up. But
I don't know.
yeah, I did it in VR. I was literally drenched in sweat because I was so terrified.
I can only imagine.
I get scared very
was into
easily,
the
but I
whole,
love scary
Five
stuff.
Nights at Freddy's thing. That was never really my thing. I never played it or anything like that.
Yeah, me neither.
Because when I want something scary, I'll just go watch like a scary movie. Apparently there's a certain horror movie called The Exorcist. Everyone's heard of it.
Yeah, of course.
I ain't gonna act like you haven't. So apparently The Exorcist is the scariest movie, and I watched maybe 30 minutes of it, and I have never been so scared in my life.
Should I watch that for Halloween?
No, it is like I don't think you thought that Mexican wedding lady, you thought that was scary.
La
The
Roña?
Exorcist has you. The Exorcist will literally just.
I didn't think La
kill you.
Llorona was
It
that
is
scary though.
I watched 30 minutes of it, and I've never been so scared in my life. Never been so frightened.
I think the scariest movie I've ever watched was like the Insidious series.
No, the Exorcist is 10 times more scary than that. I don't think I watched The Exorcist. Then I watched Nightmare on Elm Street like a couple days later. Nightmare on Elm Street was literally nothing. Literally nothing. If you can survive the whole entire Exorcist movie, you will never be scared at anything. If a murderer comes to your house, you won't be scared because you saw The Exorcist and you persevered through that. Nothing will scare you more than that movie. 30 minutes, and I've never been so frightened.
I could only handle scary movies if I'm with someone. Like, if I'm with someone who I trust, then I could watch a scary movie. But if I, like, don't trust you, like, if I just met you and you want to watch a scary movie,
Hey,
no.
I just met you.
And this is crazy. But here's my number. Oh.
At our front door.
That reminds me of, have you seen, Us? Yeah. Have you seen Us?
Is it like that movie about like those people
Yeah,
and like they have like clones?
yeah. It wasn't
I
really
haven't.
scary. It just kind of like creeped me out.
It looked more like one of those thriller movies, kind of like how The
Yeah,
Purge is
it
scary.
was more of a thriller. Like it freaked me out. Like it made me like think about like the situation and how to handle it. Speaking
I
of
feel
Purge,
like okay, if we were ever, did you ever see that movie? What was it called? Not Hush. That was the one about the deaf girl.
I've seen Hush. It's pretty dumb.
No, The Purge. The Purge.
Yes, I have seen The Purge.
For The Purge, who is your dream squad?
Ooh, the one
Who
that
are you
survives.
bringing?
Who am I bringing? Not you.
No, I know. I would say bring me, because we both know I'll be the smartest one there. There's no doubt about that.
What games
I'm
do you
the
play?
only one that will make everyone survive.
Would you bring
Because I will
me?
have a plan. For well, what situation are we in? Are we in the first Purge movie?
I think I've only seen the first Purge.
Then we'll go off of that. Who are you bringing? You get you and 4 others. Who are you bringing?
4, and family's not a thing.
You have to pick friends.
Only friends. That's hard. Wait, I can't name names, can I?
Go for it. I don't think they'll care. You're giving them a good honor. You have to pick 4 people.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you because I don't want you to die.
Oh wow! So you're bringing me for pity? Not you don't think I'll bring anything of value?
Oh no, you would, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
think you'd be good at protecting yourself.
I agree with that. But you know, I'd be like one of those. Have you ever seen like those? Really,
You're the man behind the screen. Like you're the you know how in Spider-Man
I
the guy in the chair. That's you.
With yeah. Or the guy that can't defend himself, but he tells everyone what to do, and he's like, if you can do this properly, everything will work.
Yeah, kind of like Doctor Strange.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, because for that situation, I'd say we go to Bass Pro Shops and we lock everyone out. We bring in very minimal people, but then we know that those people will betray us, so we will betray them first. So, for the Purge, I would say, if in our group, I would say we need to go to Bass Pro Shops. We need to barricade ourselves in there. We need to live.
I'm already prepared, honestly.
Ammo, armor.
Yeah.
It's a very large area. Has
it's not too far.
Water,
at least it's not too far from where I live.
No, you just take the G.
You know, like in the Purge when they bedazzled everything, that group of girls.
Yeah.
You could bedazzle the G.
No.
No,
we'll
if
take
we
the
take
Cherokee then.
If we take anything, we're gonna armor that bitch up so much. It's gonna look so badass. None of that bedazzled shit. It's gonna look straight up out of something like the Apocalypse. Because I have done so much research. If the apocalypse happened, all I need to do is survive for a week,
answer the question.
And then I'll
you get 4 people. Who you bringing? Just name the names.
Okay, you, my older brother Sean, because he goes to
he would help. He would help a lot.
Yes, he is a mountain man. He literally goes to shooting ranges all the time.
He's the guy that goes hiking for fun.
Yeah, he does go hiking for fun, and I go with him.
My point exactly.
He is a total survivalist. I would definitely bring my brother Sean. My brother Isaac, on the other hand, he's kind of dumb. He's probably gonna go drive to his girlfriend's house and die on the way there.
No, either that or he would be one of those those star heroes that dies at the end of the movie, that shows up at the right time but then sacrifices themselves but doesn't intend on doing that. He tries to escape, but he's like, I'll fend them off and I'll meet up with you guys, but he doesn't meet up, he's dead.
Yeah,
That's him.
that's my brother. That's my younger brother. Well, not
Because
younger.
he's a hero.
Yeah.
He'd go out like one.
So it's you, my eldest brother Sean.
Have you ever seen those? Have you ever played those games where it's like where it is the apocalypse and there's that guy that stands at the top of everything and just tells everyone what to do? That's me.
You know what that reminds me of? You know that
That
old...
just
You
that
know who
does
you
everything.
are? You know in The Walking Dead, that really grumpy old grandpa that tries to tell everybody what to do and how to handle things? That's you. You're really grumpy.
You can't tell me that he didn't have good ideas. He literally helped most people survive.
What would I be?
You would be. I don't know. So you're not going to give me credit for saving everyone? Because technically, if you don't have someone who can think about everything and is very neutral,
Wait, but
and if
that's my brother, though. So do I
that's
need
my
you?
point. You need him for sure. I don't know if you need me.
I
It would
don't
be
need
good.
you, but I don't want you to die. And you would bring some good stuff to the table, so I would bring you.
No, you know how it would start off? It would be Sean would be in charge at first, but then he would try and have like some really bad ideas, and then I would just be put in charge, and I would just run things.
Yeah, by a person who's like 10 years younger than him.
He has too big of a heart. He doesn't know when to let people
He
go.
does have too big of a heart.
That's why it'd be so perfect. Because if anyone needs if there was someone in a group, who's compromising us, I'd just be like, get rid of him. It's hard to do, but you got to do it.
So what am I? Am I like your right-hand man, the one that just does everything you say?
You're the person that because I'm at the very top and anything I say goes. I have you in the situations where where it's I need to get a message across to someone, but it needs to be more of an aggressive approach. That's when I send you in.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to beat someone to death.
And when there's an issue and then I'd send you to figure it out and
So
solve
I'm
it.
kind
And
of like
you have to be the
the
judgment.
mob.
It's the zombie apocalypse. This isn't the mob. This is survival.
If it was in the zombie apocalypse, I definitely know what to do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that instead. Forget the purge. In the zombie apocalypse, who are you bringing?
My brother, definitely, because we've read both of the books and he literally is the giant nerd and he knows what to do. And we have some stuff here at my house. I'm not gonna say anything. But, yeah. You, because you're my best friend and you're smart. Gracie, because literally she's ruthless. She's ruthless. Yeah, but she's kind of impulsive and dumb.
She would be the enforcer that that we send to do stuff, and then what ends up happening is she starts causing too many problems.
Yeah, that's Gracie.
Yeah.
Gracie's gonna be
Who else?
on next episode, so you will meet
Who
her
else are
and
you
you will
bringing?
could tell. That's 3. I only have one more? Yeah, because I don't want the group to be too big.
Yeah.
Probably another adult. Like an actual adult, because people will take them more seriously, I guess. I don't know.
No, you know, I would say bring Sean and Isaac, so that way, when someone needs to be roughed up and they're not, and they need to go far away, you send both of them, and you know that they won't die because they're too powerful and they have guns from Bass Pro Shops.
Yes.
So they'll take the Grand Jeep Cherokee with armored spikes and go talk to someone.
Yeah.
If need be, bring them back, and then I decide what happens, and then you enforce that.
Yeah, and then Gracie's just there.
She's there to help until she dies.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a great help.
Basically.
Yeah.
The sacrificial lamb, you could say.
And then when she dies, someone could take her spot, but they'll be like,
She's the disposable hero.
yes.
And
I
that's
feel
an
like she'll
important
be
job.
okay with it. She'll be okay with it, you know?
She'll be like, this is a worthwhile cause. We need people to survive.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that you would survive The Walking Dead?
I think that, because I feel like at some point, eventually, like if it reached like the very end and like we were cornered in Bass Pro Shops and I really needed to fight, I would try because the thing is that I'm sure that in that kind of situation, primal instincts take over and you gain power.
Yeah.
So of course I'll have some sort of power, and so I'll have to fight. And so if that was ever the situation, then I'm sure we would survive because once again I would have the plan.
Yes. Would you use a gun? I'd say yes, we'd have
Yes.
guns, but that is not
We're
my
in Bass Pro
first.
Shops.
Yeah, but that is not my first weapon.
That is the last resort. You have guns for the guards of the place. Who are you bringing for guards?
Guards? How many people?
Well, you need 2 to 4 guards.
They need to be big.
Have you been to the Bass Pro Shops off of the mall?
Yes.
Like past the intersection? Yeah. So off of Victoria, I think is the street.
Yeah.
So the position I would say is the zombies are all outside. The place is run down. We're gonna say all of our families are safe to keep this happy. We were heroes and we are here. So parents and younger siblings, they're fine. They're out in Cuba living life.
Yes.
They're happy because I don't want to make this sad. So they're
but if we're
happy
being realistic,
and
your
living.
family's not gonna survive. But that's okay.
Actually, I honestly think my dad would fill my position better than anyone.
Yes, I trust your dad more than I trust you. Because, like...
Me too.
Yeah.
He's written books. He has books.
Your dad is the smarter and better version of you.
That's why he's my dad. For now.
What the
hell? We're gonna say all of them. They're out in Cuba. They got out. We had to stay and we had to defend. By the way, my parents would not let me do that. They're like, "You're getting on this plane. We're leaving."
They'd abandon me.
In the event, that they would try and grab as many of like if I gave like one of my friends' names, they would save them.
Okay, if you, aww.
On second thought,
if I were to give one person's name that's like my friend, that is literally so hard because I only have 2 best friends, and it's you and Gracie.
Well, let's be realistic here. In that situation, when it is,
it's okay.
This is no shade to anyone. Who do you? I won't take offense if you pick her or whatever. In the situation, in an event where it is, you and one other person, who are you picking? And it can't be any of your brothers or anything like that. You have to pick someone.
It's literally so difficult because if I choose you, it's like balanced, you know? We have one super smart person, and then we have one person, which is me, that's kind of like the brute, you know? But if I get Gracie, it'll be two brutes just surviving. Which it'd be good in firepower and like strong, but being like making tactical decisions is also super important.
Exactly.
And you're better at siege than her, which is saying something.
Jesus.
Which is saying something.
That's why I kid you not. Whenever we play ranked, obviously I don't play ranked with you because you never want to play ranked. But
I would. The reason why I don't play ranked with you is because I will literally feel bad because I suck.
That's not the point. So like whenever I play ranked with like the team that I usually do, I am always team leader. Like I am just given the role, and it's like because I'll always have a plan, and for some reason that plan always works. And that is I
But then again,
sometimes
Gracie's like my
it's not so great.
sister, dude.
I understand that, but I honestly think I'd say just pick her because if not that, I can always just group up with Bryce or something like that because I know
Right.
he'll save.
That's who I'll pick. I will pick Bryce and Noah to be my guards.
To be the guard. No,
Yeah.
honestly, no. I don't think I could pick both of them and have them stand in the same pose. They would, when zombies get in, they would just start laughing. I could not. No. I
I
have
know,
them on
but they're
shifts.
huge.
Yeah,
I don't mean it like
but
that in like a bad way, but they're like super tall.
I understand that, but they're like if they're serious about it and they can handle it, then
Yeah, like
I would trust them.
this is like
trust
when they're
I
like
trust
like
more specifically. I trust Bryce in my life easily
yeah.
because I know that he would have my back for it.
Okay, the people who I choose, not including my family, would be you, Gracie, Bryce, and Noah. That'll be it.
I don't know. So let's go through the whole setup. So zombies are all outside. Families are way escaped. They're in Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why they're in Cuba. They're in Cuba.
They're protected by the mob.
Exactly. So we're all stuck here, and everyone from schools and everything like that, they're
Dead.
circling. Now they're not dead. They're alive.
Aw.
And we need to gather a team. Now, this team cannot be too big, but it cannot be too small. So we need a decent-sized team. Who are you bringing? And then we'll discuss the position. So obviously, we've already established we're bringing you, me, both your brothers, and Gracie. So those are 4 guaranteed. So if you've ever been to the Bass Pro Shops closest to you, you know up there where they have all like the booths and it's like an overview of the whole store?
Yeah. Yes. Is my mic picking up? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so up there, that's where I stand. And then on the 2 rocks up there that like overwatch that are like an eagle eye view, you have one guard and another guard. Then you have you and you're off doing some errand and an important one. And then Sean and Isaac they're doing whatever. They're waiting until we have something for them.
Yeah.
And so a situation arises where now we need to pick who else we are bringing.
Like if I'm out and like I see like a group of people or like a person, who would that person be to bring them home?
Okay, no, so we're gonna make a group of people. You're gonna go outside. You're gonna see all these people, and you have to pick who you're bringing.
What are my options?
We're gonna do. You can pick 2 people from this group. You have to be sensible, because remember, if you come back with someone that I know will not be good, they're done. Okay, and so we're gonna be down 1 person.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. You have to also take because we both know when it's in that kind of situation, and we both know I'm a very good convincer. And if you're like, nah, I want them to live, and I'll be like, they are going to kill us all. We need to get rid of them.
Yeah.
They will be in the water. So keep that in mind. Your group outside is going to be. You're gonna see Noah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see. You're gonna see.
You know who I would pick? John.
West. No, Sean's here.
John. Fine. No, John.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. You're gonna see John.
John, I'd definitely pick John.
Well, we're gonna get to that. Then you're gonna want to have
Gabriel.
Who?
You know the big guy, the one who always wore a black hat.
No. No.
Anyway, he's really scary.
Let's see here. Vanessa.
She'd die.
you're gonna see our acid friend. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if she wants to be on here.
Yeah, don't.
Exactly. So we're gonna have her out there as well. And we're gonna throw West in there. Did I already say him?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna throw him in there.
How many people do I get to pick?
2 to 3, and remember, if I see someone that I know will compromise us, I will kill them. Or I'm not going to. Someone will.
Which would probably be Gracie. Gracie would kill them.
Probably.
I get to pick 2 to 3 people.
Podcast's gonna get us canceled. Okay.
John, because I feel like he's know what he does. Like,
here's the thing with John. He lets his feelings cloud his emotions. Or his emotions cloud his thoughts. My bad. Because I trust John. I like John. I text him a lot. Very frequently. Just yesterday, actually. And I trust him. I would bring him into the inner circle. He would be there.
Yeah.
But, I think it would come to a point where we would have a disagreement and someone will have to banish someone from the group.
Would you guys do you think they'd banish me?
I wouldn't let them because you would be like in like the top inner circle and like the top 3, so you're kind of necessary.
Good, I'm not getting voted off the island.
Okay, so who else are you picking?
So
remember, John, Noah, Vanessa.
I feel like
Acid friend, and West.
I feel like if I pick Noah, he'd be really good. But Vanessa is also really good because she'd be like the cook. She'd be like the one keeping everybody sane, if that makes sense. The person who keeps everybody like humane, if that makes sense.
In reality, she would be the one that's like, you can kill me, it doesn't matter, but you need to stay here. You need to stick to it. You need to keep it.
Yeah, she'd be like the mom, if that makes sense.
Because like at some point when you're so like, and if especially in like a position that I would hope to be in like that sort of power where at the very end I have to figure out who needs to go and who doesn't, I will lose judgment and I will lose sight. And
exactly.
She wouldn't take it. She wouldn't take it. She would just be like, no, you gotta figure it out. You gotta make the choice.
Exactly. That's why I'm like kind of like, I think I'm gonna choose Vanessa too because she'd like keep someone like sane, if that makes sense. Because
realistically, let's just say this before you get canceled. If this was ever a real situation and we saw all those people out there, we would bring all of them in.
Yes.
We have well enough space, but this is just a situation for fun.
This is just like
so keep in mind if you're ever out there and you need help and it's a zombie apocalypse and we are in this exact position, we will bring you in. Unless you've been bitten. You're gonna stay out there with them.
Yeah, we'll put you out of your misery if you want.
If that's what you want, yeah. Or if you want to become a zombie.
Or if you want to become a zombie and do your zombie things, go
ahead. Just do what you want. But if you're ever out there, and we have a Bass Pro Shops, you can come save us. Oh, and by the way, let me just say this: if you ever take our Bass Pro Shops from there, you will not survive that because that is space that we'll want. What we'll probably do is we'll end up, we'll be very nice, we'll be very caring, we'll want to help you, and at some point, we will betray you. I'm just gonna leave it out there. We're going to betray you. So don't. If you're ever in that position,
it depends because what if somebody in that group kind of is like leaning towards our group more than the original group?
But Jenna, you know me. If anyone ever tells me what to do, I do not take it.
Yeah.
If you are in like that same standing of me and you are my same age, you are my same height, or even if you're not my same height, I will push you off like that little boot area. You will fall. I will take that position because I love being in charge. That's why whenever we do D&D stuff, I'm always dungeon master because I am so power hungry. It is insane.
Yeah. This is why
I do
we're
not like
opposites.
it when people tell me what to do.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say that. That's weird. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah. That's where we're different, you know? Like, I'm totally okay with not being in charge because we need pawns, if that makes sense. And I'm okay with being that. As long as I'm not at the bottom of the food chain, I don't care.
I think I'll fall into that same line. I like to, but obviously I'll always want to have a power position. I'm always going to go for that. But if I'm ever, like, not at the very, very top, that's fine. If I'm, like, I think probably my favorite spot, would probably be, like, second.
Yeah, because first is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, so, but, like, honestly, if it was, like, that desperate in design process, I'd love to be first. Still love to be first. But if I was ever offered the position of second, I'd take that in an instant. Because, once again, the person second is, like, he's there. He's like, you gotta fix your stuff. You gotta get in.
Yeah, like people
we
are
gotta save
scared
these
of him.
people.
You like he's like people are scared of him and stuff, but like not scared enough that they won't talk to him. You know? Me, honestly, if I'm in the bottom 2, I'm gonna be mad. I just do not want to be at the bottom.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
But I would choose Noah, Vanessa, and I would choose John, Vanessa. I feel like Noah would make everything a lot more funny.
That's not necessary in a situation like that.
I know it's not necessary. Okay, we already have Vanessa. That's enough to keep us sane. But then again, Noah is like a truck, you know?
Exactly. So, at the very end, I'd say maybe we might have to let John go.
Because he's like too well-rounded, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, John. You're voted off the island.
Also, the other thing is that, I also I cannot, because, I know how John is, and there will be a question of power. I guarantee that at some point.
Oh, yes. That's why I don't have to worry about it, you know, because I don't want to be in power. But John is very much like you and would want to be in charge.
And I honestly think I would love to have John as a second. Obviously, if you were dead, I'd like that.
You'd like me dead?
No. He would be like a good third.
So I'm beta. Yeah. If you had a weapon of choice, what would it be?
For mine or for you?
You do both. You get to choose both.
Well, for me, I'm gonna go like the cheesy villain and be like, my mind. No, just kidding. If we were ever like backed up into a corner and we're in Bass Pro Shops, I'm grabbing one of those metal baseball bats or a gun.
Shotgun, preferably.
No, honestly, I think if we were ever in a Bass Pro Shops, we would already have someone with a shotgun ready.
Yeah, they'd need to be like a bigger person though, because reloading that shotgun all over again, you're gonna need some good strength.
You know who would be really good at that?
Hmm.
On the off chance that ever happens, I would want Sean right there to
Yes.
hold the gun.
Yes.
He's like the person that goes hunting.
He does go hunting.
That's the point. No, you know where I would want to hide out in? Like, I would want to have, like, a base of operations at Bass Pro Shops, but, like, as a secondary hideout, I'd want a Costco.
And guess what? My brother works at Costco.
Of
Whoa.
course he does.
So, I don't know. Costco seems kind of big.
And Bass Pro Shops isn't?
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. What about light? We need a generator.
That's why we have Bass Pro Shops, because they have all those windows.
Exactly, but Costco doesn't. It's
That's why
completely
that's our
closed off.
secondary base. Because if a zombie apocalypse ever happens and there is anyone who's not on our side, we will not spare anyone. And if there is, and if you've been in the group for like, if this goes on for years and you've been in the group for a while, and then you have a question of power, I'd understand it, and I'd be on your side, and I'd want to help, and I'd want to give you an important position then. But if you have been in the group for a month and you're questioning power already, you are being sacrificed. I'm sorry. But if
you're not being sacrificed like at that moment. But if I were to choose you or someone that's been in the group for like years, we're picking the person. Yeah.
So keep that in mind. But
I feel like that's why it's good to have like that one like sane person. That's why I'm choosing Vanessa. You know.
Because it is no secret, I will lose my mind. At that point, I will go insane.
Right. She's the type of person who makes you dinner if you're having a bad day.
When you're out for a long day of zombie killing, she comes home and she's like, or you come back to the Bass Pro Shops and she's like,
I have dinner made.
Okay, here is some fresh fruit in cans.
Here's some canned peaches that I saved because it looks like you're having. Better. Yeah, that's why I'm choosing Vanessa, because literally she's.
We need someone like her.
We need someone like her.
She would be necessary.
Don't get me wrong. To an extent, I'm like that, but I'm also like tough enough.
You would still kill someone.
Yeah, I would still brutally murder someone.
She wouldn't.
No. Like I'd rather.
Too wholesome.
Yeah. That's why we need her.
She's necessary. What would you do in that situation if someone that, like, we know, like, we'll say Bryce is in another group, and that group is trying to raid us. He's not all for it, but he's there because he has to support that group.
Unless he wants to get kicked out, right?
No, yeah. So they're like, we're going on this raid. We need you. And he has to go then. He's hesitant, but he'll do it. He's ruthless, we know that. So, what do you do? Do you try and talk some sense into him, or does he get treated like an enemy?
At first, yes, I would talk to him, because I don't want to hurt Bryce, you know?
I'd be like, we are giving you the option
of joining us.
Here now. Join us. We have everything better than your group. That's why you're raiding us. We have a power structure here. You'll be given a good position.
We have running
Just
water.
Come join us. You'll be in a much better position than you are right now. We'll give you 10 seconds with guns pointed at you to make up your mind. And if he does not make up his mind, he will be treated like an enemy, and it will suck.
I wouldn't kill him, but I'd hold him hostage. I'd definitely hold him hostage.
I would try, and like how in the Red Dead story, how they take that guy and he like kind of just becomes a part of them. I'd try and do that with him.
Yeah, just tie him to a pole, because we don't have a tree inside. Actually, it's Bass Pro Shop. They might have a tree.
They probably have like tree planters or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll probably be able to tear out like a
I definitely like make
a tree.
I'd definitely tear out a whole aisle and make like a little like farm or
Forest.
garden thing, just to like.
Because we need a steady supply of food.
Yes.
If you had to,
And
all
that fish
I
in
would
that
have
big
you-
container would last us a good week and a half.
Yeah. I would, you know what I would have? I would have you and your brothers do. I would have you guys, maybe not you because I'd need you back at like the store to hold down everything. I'd probably have one of your brothers or maybe both of them. Probably just one. I don't know which one. But I'd have one of them like hold like a raid party to like take like the best of like the biggest brutes in there and go raid someone and take their stuff.
If that were like the biggest Bruce, I'd definitely have my brothers, and
Yeah, I'd have them lead it easily.
Noah, because we have me, Gracie, and that's about it to hunker down here, and I feel like that's enough.
No, but you need one of them to stay behind.
I can't take out all three?
Well, you need one of them to stay behind and help protect the place. Because
Then
what if we get raided?
right, then I'd probably keep Noah here.
No, I would.
No,
I
I'd
would
keep
keep-
Isaac here.
Yeah, I'd keep Isaac here too. Because like, there's an off chance that we would get raided, but if we did, then no. Because we'll say that we have a whole bunch of people at this point. We have a lot. But oh, you know what? Like the Clout Boys, like the ones that stayed like last night was a movie. If
Oh,
you come
no.
across them in the street and they try to take stuff from you, and you're out there and
I'm
you're
gonna
like
kill
gathering
them.
supplies alone, what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Run them over with my car. No. I feel like
Bring one of them back, because we can
no,
use
no,
that
no,
as
no,
ransom.
no.
We can get supplies.
I feel like if it was me and it was only me, like I'd feel like I'd act really weak. Because they're the type of guys are like, "Oh, she's a girl. We can't hurt girls." And I'd act super weak, you know?
And pull out the pocket knife that you have hidden in your bag.
In my bag? No, it's going to be on like my leg or something. It's easier to whip out.
No, but you have one in your bag. You have one in your bag because this is a zombie apocalypse, and if you're going out alone, I don't know why you're doing that. You have to do that. And you're alone. You have multiple weapons stored in multiple places. One in your bag, one in your leg. Your leg is for very last resort when you get captured by someone.
Right. I'd feel like I'd act super weak, so like they'd be like dismissive, if that makes sense.
They think that like so that way they think like, oh, even if she does try anything, it'd be stupid.
Yeah. Even though in all reality, I feel like I'd have a good chance.
And even if they did like, if they took you to like the gym, like you know, like the school gym, and I think that's what their headquarters would be, and we would know that, so we would leave a few people behind, and because I don't like them very much. I will say that.
I know.
So I will personally go and assist with this raid.
Yeah, I'd feel like I'd use like Morse code or something to like I'd get quote unquote captured by them, and then I'd use Morse code to tell you where you guys were
I don't understand Morse code.
Really?
I know. I'm sure we would know. Because if you're going outside alone, you're not going to go very far. Everyone's going to be watching you.
Yeah.
Because what I would do is I would say, because they're not going to hurt you, obviously. So I would just, if like one of your brothers or someone was trying to shoot them and take them, I'd be like, just stop. We're just going to go capture her back. It's not going to be too difficult.
Yeah.
Because what are they going to do if we go and raid their gym when we have guns? What are they going to do? Throw basketballs at us?
They're gonna make us do the pacer test.
No, because you would know where they are because you hear the trap music from a mile away.
Yeah. So I'd definitely be quote unquote captured by them. Then I'll tell you guys where I'm at. Tell you like their forces
I would
or
hack their
something.
speaker system and I would play
WAP.
No, I think for the ultimate like war montage fight scene, the best song for that in that situation for me, I would easily
Cashmere.
Shepherd of Fire, Avenged Unfold, easily, no doubt.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Or
Would
either
you be
that.
worried?
What?
Would you be worried if that was an actual situation?
Of what, a zombie apocalypse, or if you had been captured?
If I have been captured?
And I had like that team.
Yeah.
Or if your brothers are there, they're not doing anything. I'll just walk in and they'll come behind me and I'll just walk over. And we'll be like, we're just gonna take her and we're gonna go. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. And maybe
Into the
take
armored
a
jeep
few
and drive away.
supplies.
Yeah, I doubt they would. They probably would, because these would be the people that are so cocky that they can't, like, they don't have enough supplies to last them. They think that they'll just rely on raiding places. No, these are the people that would raid the Nike store. They would
Yeah.
raid the Nike store.
Though, actually, some stuff at Victoria Gardens would be pretty helpful. Would go to Zoomies.
Running around in Virginity Rock sweaters.
Oh no! Stop.
No, honestly, I'm telling you, Bass Pro Shops is the best place to go. But that will be
Yes.
so high in demand that we need to be there first.
I don't live too far. Like, I could literally walk there, and that's why I kind of want John, because he lives pretty close. Not to give away where he lives, because that would suck.
Because that wouldn't be good.
Mm-mm.
I would say it would just telling you Bass Pro Shops is the place to go.
Mm-hmm. Worst case scenario, Big Five. Or Dick's.
Oh, that actually wouldn't be too bad. But I think Bass Pro Shops is the best place to go.
Yes.
Because while everyone is there and they're like buying up supplies, we're gonna go in there. We're going to just take all the supplies, and because everyone's gonna be running in there like it's the pandemic, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna take all the toilet paper, they're gonna take all that. But what we do is we go in there and we're like, hold on, this is our home now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you guys are going to put all of this stuff back. You can live here. We're going to take in charge, and if there is a question of power, you can head out. Thanks.
Or die.
Because now we're in charge. You are not. You may be an adult, a grown man who goes hunting for fun, but
Then we need you. Stay.
Yes. But we don't know if you are that important, because there are so many like you.
And we already have people like you. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be so replaceable, but
Yeah, you would be. I'm not gonna lie. You're
and
gonna.
wouldn't most of everyone there be replaceable?
I'm definitely gonna be replaceable.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm one of a kind. I would be the best. No. I'm sure in that situation, for that, and like if we ran across people like that, because the only issue is when if I'm ever replaced by someone that you don't know, you may as well just leave. Out of the people that we would have in the original group and would probably expand on for about 5 to 6 years, I would be your best shot.
If we live that long.
Please, if we are in a Bass Pro Shops, we are living. There's no way that we're not.
I don't know.
They
World
have
War
a whole
Z,
restaurant.
man.
They have even more they have even more space. You have guards covering that entire way, and no one can get in. You literally do not have to leave.
Right. But knowing me, I'd want to leave.
Yeah, to be urban and edgy, but what's the point?
I don't like this song.
But honestly, I would be like, you know, like in those really garbage like 80s movies where it's like
Hey,
about,
don't call 80s movies garbage.
there's a lot of garbage 80s movies. and like or like the early 2000 movies where it's like zombie apocalypse and there's like that guy that always wears like a really boring button up, but he's like really smart and no one knows why, but he doesn't really die, but you're expecting him to, but he always knows what to do for some reason, but then in the most important times he kind of does, and there's like a gamble if it'll work or if it won't. That's me.
I'm the person who has
I got it
sometimes
right.
I'm the person who has relatively a relatively good plan, but it could always be better.
And that's when I make it better.
Other than that, I'm just a sharpshooter. Like, I'm the type of person who goes airsofting for fun and paintballing.
You know what? Now I kind of want a zombie apocalypse to happen because I just want to see how that would play out.
I know! This is why it's so fun.
We need to have like a simulation. Elon Musk, I need you to quit trying to make us go to space and start a simulation where we can have a zombie apocalypse.
Okay, the podcast is getting kind of long, so I think I'm gonna end it. It has been like an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, let's wrap this up. That was fun. We talked a lot, and it was probably a little boring for you guys, but it was pretty great for us.
Yeah,
we'll be back. We'll be back on Friday with a new guest, and yeah. Oh, also, Instagram,
S&J,
and
I'll put it in the description. It'll always be there. All right. Bye, guys.